Court calls case People versus Jade Latham.
Difficulties on behalf of the people.
Before this hearing even begins, things are about to get incredibly strange inside this courtroom. A defendant refuses to acknowledge the name listed in the criminal complaint and instead claims to be something entirely different, calling herself a principal and a card holder rather than the person charged in the case. Now, in the legal world, identity is not something you can simply redefine. Courts rely on official records, fingerprints, and verified documentation. So when a defendant denies the identity connected to the charges, it raises a serious question. Is this a legal strategy, or is there a deeper issue with competency? Watch carefully, because within moments the judge, the defense attorney, and the defendant will clash over identity, authority, and whether the defendant even understands what's happening in court.
Overwater Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lathan. Ma'am, would you state your name for the record, please?
I'm not Ms. Lathan, I'm principal. I am J. Ruth Bay, cardholder and principal of Jade Lathan.
Your Honor, I did attempt
Mr. Overwater, while she's given that, is this the person that you know to be the individual named in the complaint? If not, we are going to have a problem, and I will have this person.
This is where things start escalating quickly. The judge is making it clear that the court has very straightforward ways to confirm someone's identity. If the defendant continues denying who she is, the court can order fingerprints and official verification to establish identity beyond any doubt, but the defense attorney notices something important here. Instead of debating the identity issue directly, he shifts the conversation toward competency. In legal terms, competency is not about whether someone committed a crime. It's about whether the defendant understands the legal process and can assist in their own defense when a defendant starts using unusual legal terminology or refuses to recognize basic courtroom procedures. Attorneys sometimes worry that the person may not fully grasp what's happening. And if that's the case, the trial legally cannot move forward until the court determines whether the defendant is mentally competent to stand trial.
Since she got up here taken into custody, we will do fingerprints and we will determine her identity by our standards. So we can do it one of two ways.
Judge, I don't question that she is physically the person that is alleged to have committed these offenses. What I do believe is that there is an issue as to competency.
For the record, I do not know this man, and I did send him a cease and desist to not represent me. However, thank you, Your Honor. I am the principal and card holder of Jade Ruth Ann Lathan and beneficiary.
Now listen carefully to what's happening here. The defendant claims she sent a cease and desist order to stop the public defender from representing her. While defendants do have the right to represent themselves, courts only allow that if the person clearly understands the risks and responsibilities involved. The language she's using, calling herself a principal and a beneficiary, is something judges occasionally hear from people who believe they can separate their legal identity from their physical identity. But in real courts, that argument simply doesn't hold up legally. That's why the defense attorney formally asks for a competency evaluation. If a judge believes a defendant might not fully understand the legal proceedings, the court must pause the case and order a mental health evaluation. It's a safeguard designed to protect both the defendant's rights and the integrity of the legal system.
Very well. Mr. Overwater, you are on this case, so what do you wish?
Judge, I believe that at this point, the issue of competency needs to be raised. So I would ask for a competency evaluation. This matter be set over for a competency hearing.
I'm not
Pursuant
asking
to the
for
statute.
anything, and that's coming from the horse's mouth.
I'll need an order.
I did turn in my statement of fact so that there's more than the police record on the record. I I've not harmed anyone. And the cameras will reflect that if we are to go that far. But I would like to motion to settle.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I want to settle because I'm the card holder in X relation to the principal, and I do not want to be
I have
mistaken.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I yield.
Thank you.
And there it is. The judge makes the decision to order a competency evaluation. That means the court is putting the entire case on pause until medical professionals determine whether the defendant understands the charges, the courtroom process, and her role in the trial. This isn't a ruling about guilt or innocence. Instead, it's about whether the legal process can fairly move forward. If she's found competent, the case continues toward trial. If not, the court may require treatment or restoration programs before the case can proceed. Moments like this show how courts balance justice with fairness, making sure every defendant is mentally capable of participating in their own defense. And now we want to hear from you. What do you think about this courtroom moment? Do you believe the defendant truly believes what she's saying, or is this a strategy to challenge the court? If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Forensic evaluation is ordered. I'll order a competency hearing. I'll set that competency hearing for
June 6th at 9 a.m.
June 6, 2024, 9 a.m.
2020.
At this time, bond will continue. Mr. Overwater, prepare the order, please.
I will do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome.